Hey guys, this is my journey to find love for art again. I recently started doing studies each morning, doing 2 30-minute sessions. That's about an hour. It felt like just enough time to sketch something that fits into my morning routine. My actual intent was to practice lighting at first, but later I realized that it probably helps more with my sketching abilities. That needs fixing. Basically, I usually spend half the time on sketching and the other half coloring and lighting. And to be honest, coloring and lighting was the easiest, more fun part. I can only hope that the more I do them, the faster and better I can become. Although I haven't done them for an extremely long time, still an interesting effect happened. I suddenly started to enjoy drawing more. You see, I'm kind to others, but not that kind to myself. I even see beauty in everywhere, everyone. Yet I fail to see my own beauty or the beauty of my art. To be honest, I did not draw much for the past few months, even not during the past 2 years. I often felt like giving up on art altogether. Well, art is very hard to master, yet there's nothing else I could do besides art. With my sensitive nature, I cannot even imagine working in retail. It must be hell. Usually, the thoughts of inadequacy led me to thoughts of uselessness, and they lead to death. I do not know why these thoughts come to me, and most of the time I cannot stop them either. I can only hope they pass by quickly, and a happier day will come around. Sadly, I've been in a dark place last year. Now a little better, but still recovering. Most of my troubles, of course, are self-made, because I have a habit of constantly criticizing myself. Constantly. I should know better, since I'm the one living in this body, that I really don't work well like that. This is being toxic to myself, like a toxic friend. I really have to remind myself that I don't have to be the world's greatest, most skillful artist just to paint a picture, to tell a story. Art is, after all, an expression, but I have a mentality of competition, not with anyone else, but with myself. I am expecting myself to create something greater than I did before. Even if it's just with myself, it creates some unnecessary pressure. Perhaps this would be a good trait in someone who can handle the feelings of negativity once you don't reach the goal. But in someone else like me, it just creates demotivation. I have to say, it came to a very sad point when I said to myself, I hate drawing. I do not want to draw anymore. But still, the expectations remained at the back of my head. And I somehow felt guilty for not wanting to draw anything. Like I was going against my nature. Well, when I do take away my feelings, I can see I have improved a lot. And perhaps I do an okay looking art now. It's mostly my mentality that needs fixing. Because even if I create art that in someone else's eyes is amazing or beautiful, for me, creating it would be just another struggle. I struggle while creating it. Perhaps you can see, but I do not have the greatest sketching abilities yet. I guess I jumped over some art milestones and went straight to painting. My approach is very chaotic. Even I don't know what will become of my art when I start one. But my favorite moment is when I doodle around and I see this idea. It's just there. A story in my mind. I have to get it out. That moment is beautiful and filled with motivation. Sometimes the technical abilities limit the story, and when I cannot get the story out, that is another failure. Suddenly bad mentality again. Doing these sketches did help me. I didn't feel stagnant anymore, and they weren't supposed to be something polished or even beautiful, so the pressure to do something great went away. But I'm still moving slowly, but at least I am moving. I have a long and difficult road ahead, healing my mindset, trying to find the love for art again. I just wish back for a time when I was young and I did not care for all the technicalities, when I just created just for creating. It was a method of relaxation and a method of exploration, not a method of showing off or reaching this ideal that has been set before you. Guys, thank you for listening and watching my video. I talked about my struggle. I hope it wasn't too depressing, and I hope also that it brought comfort to someone out there, just for the fact that we are battling the same enemy, ourselves. Also, if you have any ideas that will help me find art exciting again, you can leave a comment, a like if you wish, but I cannot force you. So see you in a few. Bye.